welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe, that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hartman. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. He's going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Quarterback extends the play. Quarterback all over the place, trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught on the outside, it's Strickland.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this...
Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll go right back to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it. Quickly complete.
Quick step and go. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Figueroa. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
He'll set up to throw. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah.
He's taking the shot. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Mississippi State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
He'll bring it out. It's Hartman. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. gets set, first down. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. On second down, he's looking downfield. Unleashes one. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
And that one will bounce. Bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Anytime this guy has that much time to throw, you're not going to stop him from picking up the first down.
No, and he needs to go thank his offensive lineman right now. Thank you, big fellas, for keeping me upright. No pressure, could read the defense, make the strike, get the first down conversion.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Easy. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge on the right. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, North Carolina, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Hartman. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's going to pass. Finds his man. It's Hartman. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Tar Heels in the hurry-up. These corners backing off a bit. Getting some heat. Moving away from pressure. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. Pass on the way. It's picked off.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Bulls his way forward. Got the 1st down and more. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Stands in and takes the hit. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hartman. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. He's got it. At the 45 on his way. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The back goes in motion. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's long. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Turning and firing back to the right, that's risky. Fires into traffic, intercepted. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Looking to scramble. Connection to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
I love how the wide receiver just wasn't lazy on this play because he could have cut that route short, but he knew he had to extend the route to make sure he got that 1st down and help keep this drive alive.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
North Carolina.
It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all.
North Carolina, 14.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Let's go! Hand off from the shotgun. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's long. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk punter.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Harris. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sampson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Man, if he could have stayed alive just a second longer, he might have had a big play.
And what a great job making the first guy miss and staying on your feet, staying powerful, but he just couldn't stay alive and continue to evade people. I'll tell you what, I might do a better job protecting him next time.
He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of
looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be checked down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
because when you...
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Defense not showing press coverage. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's going to fire to the left. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. It's long. Showing the arm strength to the left. Wide open. He makes the catch. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Mississippi State right back to the line. They want to run this quarterback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. This offense has a 2nd down play. Handoff from the gun. Running with power. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
From the gun, the running back has it. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After run, now throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's right on target. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense is
going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Got his man out of the backfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quarterback keeper. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Scanning the field, it's long. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Snap it to the back. Plows through the defense. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already is his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
North Carolina, 21.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Trailing by 3 touchdowns if you're going to get back in it. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. The Tar Heels want to move quickly.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have...
He uncorks one deep. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception. Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
On the move. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Trying to take it back. The 20, past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating.
He's going to fire deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Hartman. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. A first down for the offense. Corners are going to bail. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This time he's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Mississippi State 49, North Carolina 28.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab down the left side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
well, you got to start somewhere, Reese.
And he throws another interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by the...
He holds it in, and nobody's close. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And the stomping has commenced.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. He'll take it himself. And they're able to get him down.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And as he throws, that pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Backed up deep in their own territory on 2nd and inches. Looking downfield, it's long. Now improvising. He's going to let it go. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. With the catch, it's Downs. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
A quick timeout called by the kicking team here.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Feeling some heat. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking to move it through the air. Using his feet to buy time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments and find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Coming after him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 4th down, going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win.